Welcome to your Daily 5 for Tuesday, September 20th, 2022. I am today's host, Bruce Fraser. Here we are into the quarter, Fed meeting today, tomorrow, and let's just take a step back, bigger picture. Let's do a workshop today and talk about technique while we wait for the Fed to finish their meetings. And so I want to tell you about this incredible annual conference that we had last weekend. We had just an amazing group of speakers. They all just had wonderful presentations. And I'm here to tell you that it is not too late to participate in this wonderful conference by becoming a member of the TSAASF. Go to the website to become a member, and you'll be able to listen to the recording, which will be posted up in the next few days. And I intend to go back and listen to all of them again because there is so much good information in all of them. So with that, let's get started. And what I had done last weekend is I passed out this handout with the intention of being able to talk about it as a little mini workshop. And just because of how busy the day got, we didn't really have time to do that. But at the end of this presentation, I'm going to tell you how you can download this little mini handout, print it off, and take a closer look at these charts. What we used to do in the old days when we would have a TSAA meeting is we would take a handout to show to the attendees at the meeting or just for them to have. And it would typically be 1-2 pages with charts. This is exactly what you're seeing here. I'm going to go through these today. And so the topic for today is going to be, again, it's Coffee with Wyckoff. It's a point and figure swing trading mini workshop. And I have something to show you, a new technique where we're going to have a tip of the hat to all the speakers, but particularly our dear friend of many years, John Bollinger, who generously comes and speaks often to the fall conference, has done it a number of times, and he just did a phenomenal job. So let's get started. And what I want to do is start with a discussion about a stock that we've looked at in the past as a swing trading candidate, and that's FedEx. This chart is through September 13th, and here was a redistribution count, swing trading basis here, 10 columns counted down on a one box point and figure to the lows and straddled the absolute lows, which has a spring characteristic to them. A rally up could not get back up to the resistance area of 262, which is in and of itself a sign of weakness. It came back down. You'll see here that there was a 7-column accumulation type event right here, and it rallied right up to this 243 area where it stopped, started to make lower highs, and we know that FedEx just had an important drop here recently and went down as low as 160. So you can see this as a kind of a redistribution type structure, could not create a sign of strength and move up. So now let's go up here and look at a different example, and this is Fortive. And Fortive is an interesting structure, different from what FedEx looked like. And you can see along here that we included a Bollinger Band. And did you know that you could put a Bollinger Band on a point and figure chart? Pretty cool. And we're going to talk about how to use them. And at the conclusion, I'm going to show you how to construct a Bollinger Band point and figure. You use slightly different criteria than you do for the vertical bar charts. And so we see here a downtrend with a widening Bollinger Band, and the downtrend we see Fortive is staying along the lower band boundary and is staying below the midpoint, even on the rally phases. Comes down here, becomes oversold again, as it had here and here, and then had a more important rally that was able to go above the midpoint of the band. Something we look for in accumulation type structures is reduced volatility. Bollinger Band shows that extremely well. And here you can see in Fortive's case that there's a constriction of the band, and that shows that there is a range-bound condition tightening structure, potentially accumulation. Now, what I like to look for is the action of an oversold condition, and then a more important rally, which we did not get up here, and followed by a return back to the lower area in a test. We always are looking for tests of the action, a test of the oversold. And here we had a spring type event, which went down, took out this low by 3 boxes, 3 points, and then tested this spring and reversed back up into this narrowing Bollinger Band structure. So this is a range-bound condition with a very important event that occurred, which was a sharp rally. And this sharp rally took the Fortive stock from this 53 area up to 68. Now, look at the count that we have. This smaller count took us up, did not get up to the high of 68, but it did show us a rally up to the resistance area. Very important. And this would have been a swing trading opportunity from the area of the test up to this area of 64, a cool 11 points. Now, that had a pullback, which we call a backing up action, which so far has been in a narrow range. And you can see that in the direction of the new uptrend that the Bollinger Band is widening out. So that's a very good condition that we're seeing there. And so we are looking for whether or not we can break this little downtrend and then start to rally again up to the higher count area. Could be more time spent along this area where the breakout is. And of course, we would set stops underneath this area, because if it breaks down into the structure, the accumulation, if it is accumulation, could become much larger potentially. But this is a very encouraging look to this point and figure structure. So with that, let's go back out. I'm not going to talk about these charts. This here is a blog that I wrote in 2016 on the introduction, how to determine the best trade entry points. And so there's a few blogs at that time period in the month of April of 2016 that speak to that topic. So encourage you to go check that out. And then below is an intraday chart of the triple Qs. If you download this handout, you'll be able to go in and study this also. So let's turn now to another chart. This is 2 of 5. And so we have a few more to go here. And so let's blow up. Let's look at StarBucks. So StarBucks, very interesting structure. You can see we've got 2 counts, but let's start with a look at the downtrend. The downtrend oversold, rallies up to the midpoint and comes back down again. Now we have a deeper oversold condition. We need to see tests, as we talked about. And in fact, we get one later on at the $70 area after going to 69. And this is after a more important rally that goes up to the top of the Bollinger Band area, which shows that we're now in more of a range-bound condition, come back down for a test, retest these lows successfully, look at the narrowing of the band. Very cool. And then also we have these 2 converging trend lines, which are support and resistance, which also show us that there is cause building for a more important move, which could go either way. So we have a count, the yellow shaded area beautifully counts up to the $89 area. And this is a nice swing trading opportunity. Now we have a bigger count, but because we have a sign of strength and a backup, and this comes back to the area of old resistance, new support. We can take this count. This count takes us up to 93 to 104. Well, look what happened. We got up to the 93 area and we have stopped it. Well, I don't know that we have stopped. We may go right to the 104 area, but this is showing us a series of trading opportunities on the way up in SBUX and a cause building, narrowing range bound condition. Bollinger Band is doing a super job of really illustrating the oversold condition and the narrowing structure of accumulation. Okay, well, let's keep going here. And so let's go to Light and Wonder. And here you can see this is a interesting chart. The first accumulation, oversold condition, attempts to rally, can only go to the midpoint of the band, comes back down for a test, but this test produces a more important rally. We have a swing trading count, fulfills the swing trading count, and then comes right back down to the area of support again and springs the low. And this springing of the low produces a more persistent advance that goes up to a sign of strength rally above the resistance area. We have a swing trading count here, and it fulfills that swing trading count with a pullback. And now we're back to this area. Still consider this to be a range bound condition, narrowing structure, narrowing Bollinger Band. And so we will watch to see whether or not there can be an attempt to get back up to resistance and higher. And then potentially the light blue shaded area could represent a more important count for a larger advance. Finally, we're going to look at a daily chart here. Well, they're all daily charts. And we're going to look at a daily chart of the triple Qs, redistribution count back in early 2022 gave us a excellent count area where it did in fact stop. You can see the widening out of the Bollinger Band and the inability to be able to even rally much above the lower band zone. Then a more important rally and a test which shows us a range bound condition and then gives us a swing trading count with a narrowing band structure and a rally up to the area of resistance. Now it's pulling back. Potentially this could be a larger count if it can get another head of steam going. We will watch closely for that. And so with that, let me now show you how to construct a one box point and figure with Bollinger Bands, traditional scaling, one box reversal, daily data, and look in the overlays, you just choose Bollinger Band. Instead of using the default 20 and 2, you go to 10 and 2 to get the Bollinger Band that we were using in today's examples. And then finally, if you'd like to have a copy of this handout that I did for Coffee with Wyckoff, you can just click on the scan now, and you'll pull up a PDF of that handout and you'll be able to print it out. And well, and I would suggest you print it out and frame it. So anyway, with that, thank you so much for being here, and we will see you next time on your Daily 5.
Hey guys, Dave Keller here with StockCharts.com. Thanks so much for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, and we hope you did, hit the like button right below. Also, we have so much new content every day. Consider subscribing to the channel. Just hit the subscribe button in the video or right below. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Have a fantastic day.